In the past year alone, according to the Humane Society's website, they had come up with a total saved animals of 76,000 animals. Hello and welcome, fellow St. Edward's University students. My name is Alicia Morales, and this is my partner, Maria Stewas. We have done extensive research here at the university about the Humane Society, and today we're here to inform you about them. Their mission statement is to celebrate animals while confronting cruelty through legislation, preservation, and education. Today we'll be talking to you about the Humane Society of the United States through its history, support, and effectiveness. Here's my partner Maria to start off with history.
Hi. So what we think of today as the Humane Society of the United States actually started out as the American Humane Association. And the American Humane Association was started in 1877. And basically what happened is for 65 years, they were working together fine, everything was going good. And then there was this issue, and the issue was, what do we do with these animals who are considered not adoptable? And what they decided to do was part of the organization broke off, and they formed the Humane Society of the United States. And that society now is much stronger and decides to take care of all the animals. So we're going to talk to Alicia, and she's going to talk about the people that support this organization.
Okay, so according to the Humane Society's website, on the annual report, they have come up with the financials of that they had a total revenue last year of $161 million, of which $131 million came from contributions and grants alone. On the annual report, they also stated that they spent $128 million on animal protection programs. If you would like to become part of the 11 million members of the Humane Society and want to volunteer with them, all you simply have to do is go onto their website, and there would be a little box in the bottom right-hand corner that says Take Action. From there, you just choose a job or a category that you would like to help with, and the jobs can range from just cleaning cages and feeding and watering the pets, to organizing the donation items, to just even record keeping of the animals' conditions and how they're cared for during the shelter time. Now here's my partner Maria to tell you about its overall effectiveness.
Okay, so at the beginning, Alicia sort of mentioned 3 areas that the Humane Society works with. And that's legislation, preservation, and education. And these are 3 ways that we can kind of show the effectiveness of the Humane Society. Now the first is legislation, and this is a big part of the Humane Society's goals. And what they want to do is make sure that the world is a better place for animals. And they do that by working with governments, by working with other organizations, and by lobbying. And last year, one of the biggest things they did is assure that 47 states now have laws against dog and cockfighting. Now the second part of this is preservation. And there are 3 preserves in the United States that the Humane Society helps run. One of these is in Texas, the other one is in California, and there's one in Massachusetts. And there are 1,300 abused animals that live on these preserves and are taken care of. The next part is education, and that's really the biggest goal of the Humane Society. They want to make sure that people like you and I know about these issues, that we're aware of the animals, and that we are conscientious of how our actions affect them. And there's a couple ways they do this. They do this on their website. They also have a magazine, and they have specifically designed programs to help educate people. And they do this from students all the way to law enforcement, so that law enforcement can know about the legislation that's enacted and how they can help, make sure that all of that goes through. And we hope that through our presentation today, you're a little more conscientious of the issues, and you can find out more information and get involved too. So Alicia's now going to wrap it up for us.
Okay, so to conclude today's presentation, we started off by informing y'all about the history of the Humane Society through from its founding to its split and to how it is today. Then we talked to you about its support system, including the financials of how people support with donations, to even how you can volunteer by yourself. And finally, we summed it up by talking to you about the effectiveness through the legislation, preservation, and education. Thank you, and do any of y'all have any questions?